Question him?
Yeah, just to talk to him again. Day 3 is just a lot of talking to the suspects.
I thought day 3 they knock it down.
They do, but not for a few hours.
Oh.
There's a little bit that happens on day 3.
What are you doing hanging out with that
This is
Falcone
it. He just gets all testy.
What are you doing?
Who are you, my overprotective big brother?
What are you buying?
That guy's bad news, and he's certainly not going to help your credibility.
Like, has he
with the
not
police.
seen that I've been hanging out with him for the past 2 days? Why is
Thanks,
he
Brady,
telling me
but
about
I've
it
got
now?
everything under control.
Just trying to help.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
I will, because you suck.
Any news?
Talk to you later, Brady.
Bye.
That's such a depressing thing to say.
What?
Just the way she said, she's like, talk to you later, Brady.
She just hates him. I
He's
hate him
like,
too.
See you later. Don't be a stranger now.
Oh, what's that?
It's Nick Falcone. He's drilling through the ceiling.
Damn it! The Klieg light has come back from revenge.
Rick
Come
Arlen.
back! It's come back
Rick
from.
Arlen's just
It's
standing
come back
there.
from
Not
Stay
again.
Tuned for Danger for revenge.
I'm sure this
It's like,
can be
Nancy,
repaired.
you saved Rick Arlen's life.
Again.
And now I will destroy yours.
How's progress? Have
Slap her with that
this
rubber glove.
ransom demand?
Just slap her across the
50
face with it.
grand, what a joke.
Challenge her to a duel.
Isn't it just like a rank amateur to jump on the bandwagon? Anyone with a pinch of class would have demanded at least $1 million. I think your phone's about to ring.
She's disappointed that it was only a
Ciao.
50 grand ransom. She's like, that's not enough.
She's like, I'm gonna have to call in and have a higher ransom. What are you going down here for?
I think I'm
Magician's room?
checking the magician's room just
Hmm.
to show people that the evidence was indeed moved. So the kidnapper came in there after we called the police and moved everything.
He's all over this place.
Pretty much. They move around a lot. It's surprising that no one sees them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's just nothing in this room anymore. That's where they used to be.
They cleaned it, vacuumed it, everything.
Yeah. Do you think there'd be
No
pizza
crumbs or
stains or,
anything,
yeah,
yeah.
something on there, but no.
The heck is that?
I like how the music just cuts off in this game. Like, it's just
can't-
eerily
can't hear
silent for
anything.
like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I never noticed that hand on the floor.
Oh, look at that. It's like circus music.
This is me flipping up in the chair because why not?
Well, yeah.
I had to do it once.
If it's there, then it's there. Gotta use it.
This would lead to so many accidents, though. I'm sorry. Someone would be killing themselves.
Probably. What if somebody was sitting in that seat?
Well, I think it's like a trick seat. Like, they always have a plant in the
Yeah.
seat during the show, I would imagine. I've been to shows where it's been like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then you can get back down there by clicking that.
Whoa. Oh.
See, and then, yeah, the chair drops out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks safe.
Yeah. You just fall onto, like, 2 feet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you miss it,
Too bad.
Kind of fucked.
It's awkward, too. You have to, like, turn yourself around somehow.
The person sitting next to him just hears a big clang as his nuts bang around on the metal.
Climb down from the seat. The heist looks like a weird movie, too.
The
Hola.
heist,
Catch
everything
you later.
does.
Fight the power.
Goddamn, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Nicholas.
Nicolas Cage.
These shorts. Goddamn. They're so uncomfortable. I don't know why I'm wearing them.
He left. Suspicious.
Yep.
Suspicious that he has a life.
This part, I think I got kind of confused on what to do here.
Yeah,
I
don't
kind
know
of
what to do.
forgot for a second what to do. So,
Flipping through the
yeah.
operator's manual.
Well, because I knew I had to shade this key in right at the end of the book, but I forgot where you get the pencil from. So I was kind of confused here for a bit, but I figured it out pretty quick.
Can you just borrow it from someone?
You get it from it'll show it. I figured it out in about 5 minutes.
Oh God, what were you doing for that long? Just trying to.
Like I said, I forgot for about 5 minutes where it was, so this is why I'm going through everything.
Oh. Why are people keeping shirts up here?
Huh?
Why were people keeping shirts up here?
I don't know.
It's a weird place for a wardrobe.
Yeah, that's me checking to see if I have it in my inventory. This entire third day it basically just consists of running around and seeing if people are there. That's it.
Solid day.
And then I checked the ticket booth to see if there was anything in here. There wasn't.
There you go. There's a newspaper. Flyers.
Some
And that's it.
wanted posters that
911.
nobody put up.
Help! I need a pencil. Nick Falcone's
Can you guys run a pencil over here? I really need one. Cops are
Oh,
like, sure, we got
Nancy.
nothing better to do.
You just close the door.
Yeah. No, yeah. What you have to do is run back to Brady's dressing room.
Ugh. Is he still in there?
So I mean, no, he's not. But that's basically all day 3 consists of, is running back and forth between these places and seeing if anyone's there and talking to them. See, now her bag is here. So that just showed up. I guess that conversation about Nick Falcone triggered it.
Maya's notebook.
Maya's notebook.
So yeah, these are all the things she was gonna ask him in her interview. Any history with the RP? I don't know what that means. With the Royal
theater?
Palladium, I guess. Yeah. Next project. Where
Wait
does he
till
see
end.
himself in 10 years?
Hit him with the
Dead.
evidence. Demand an answer.
Of what?
I have no
She
idea.
never what is she planning to
Is she framing somebody?
Progain hair growth treatment
Oh yes.
and then suntan lotion?
Is that his bag?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's his bag, but there's Maya's stuff in it. So
Hit him with the question.
that's where you get the pencil from anyway. And then he just shows up.
Hey, you.
God, he's
Don't
creepy.
hey you me, Brady, you rotten fraud.
Huh? I'm afraid you've lost me.
She just
You've been
accuses
lying
people
to
at
me,
random.
playing Mr.
You
Helpful
dirty
and
rat.
concerned
What?
all this time.
I
found
just
her
came in here
notebook
looking
in
for a
your bag.
conversation. You were in my dressing room.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Except for have a ponytail
You
and a
have
receding
some
hairline.
nerve. I bet that notebook has your fingerprints all over it.
I bet it does.
Okay,
I
Nancy,
bet it's got
here's
your
the deal.
fingerprints all over it,
My real
Nancy.
name is Brady Thompson. Simone pushed for Armstrong, more wholesomely smoldering.
God
she
damn it,
said.
couldn't bring that up.
Wholesome my foot.
Wholesome your
I'm
foot.
Wholesome
Wave of
my
the
ass,
Future
she
King.
should have said. It would have
The
a
owner
bigger
of this
impact.
theater, great nephew of JJ himself.
So he's the one that is going to bulldoze the theater.
Oh.
But you're an actor. Why in the world would you want to bulldoze a theater?
The place is shabby. It needs major
The
repair.
place is
It's a money
shabby.
pit and a has-been. Not the image I want to project.
You can't be serious.
Never underestimate the power of image, Nancy. You are what you project.
And what is it that you wish to project?
A
When
douchebag.
people think of Brady Armstrong, they think
A gigantic
sparkling
asshole.
When
gold
people
teeth
think Brady
and
Armstrong,
healthy
they
glow.
think
Success
hair loss.
glows.
I want to
It
change
doesn't
that
crumble and
image.
sag. The hero never rides a has-been horse.
Wasn't he just
Nobody
selling,
knows he owns it.
Why don't
Wasn't
you
he
sell
just
the theater
selling
to
hot
someone
dogs before
else?
this or something?
When I saw these ritzy
That's Simone.
theme restaurants popping up all over the country, it hit me like
Everyone just thinks
pow.
B. Thompson
My
owns it.
first
He
original
is B.
idea.
Thompson.
I know, but
Brady
nobody knows
Armstrong's
that.
Yeah.
Planet Tinseltown.
So he wants to make
Can't
a
you see on the
restaurant called
marquee?
Grady Armstrong's
Grand
Planet
opening.
Tinseltown.
The lights
So
will
that'll
say
make
it
everyone
all.
love him.
What
Yeah.
does this have to do with Maya?
I've sworn to be the captain of my own destiny. Maya was going to
So he
expose
did it?
me, muck up my name
I
in
know he
this
didn't.
controversy. It would have been a dark cloud over the launch of Tinseltown.
And for that, she deserves to be kidnapped?
I don't care about your
I
name.
didn't kidnap her. I found her notepad in the basement with the press pass. I just thought I'd hang on to it for a
So
few
yeah,
days
she was going to
until
make
the
him
dust
look bad,
settles.
so that's why
How
he
could you
held onto the
withhold
notebook
anything that
so
might
that the
help me find
information
her?
would get
How
out.
could you?
Sorry, Nancy. Look, you're not thinking clearly. It's obvious she's not in the building. We've searched everywhere.
You've searched nothing.
She has to be
You've
in
sat
I
here
walked
looking
through
at
each
yourself
of
in
the
the
hallways
mirror.
You're
once.
the only one who thinks she's here. There's no evidence.
Joseph believes me.
He's a confused
finish
old
that last word?
codger.
Nicholas thinks she's in the building.
He's an outlaw. He's using you.
He's just
There was evidence. I found a pizza
Just
box
beaking
and
everyone
one of
now.
her shoes.
Evidence that no one was able to verify.
He's just hitting her
Who's to
hard.
say
Yeah,
you didn't imagine
just
that stuff?
poking
Now,
holes all over
if
the
you'll
place.
excuse me, I've got to rally a wrecking crew.
Brady, no!
No!
They leave? Hey, is that the sled in the corner?
You bastard! You blew it up! Damn you! Damn you all to hell! Just goes all melodramatic on him. So this is getting right to the end of the game. Like when you talk to him and he says, I gotta rally a wrecking crew, it's getting really close to the end of the game. This is me just basically making sure that I got everything, that I didn't miss anything. It's kind of like a last round check.
Steal her credit card and run the charges up.
Yeah, steal it, go.
I searched your stuff and put you in debt. Piece of crap.
I like how she just hangs out in here all day of all places. Like, why?
Just run down an old, yeah.
She just hides herself in the back of the theater. Why wouldn't she hide herself in, like, the ticket booth or something?
She's scheming.
Make a lot more sense.
Because that's where Lewis hangs out.
I guess.
Or not Lewis, Joseph.
Nicholas Falcone and Joseph.
Lewis. Making an appearance in this game.
Lewis Chandler just appears.
He's just up there with
Nancy, we
Joseph.
could be golden. A package just came from that museum. We may have the goods to stop this demolition dead in its tracks. Check the ticket booth.
Thank you, sir.
What if he just said we could be golden and then turned, kept going whatever it was he was doing before?
Yeah.
We could be golden.
He's like, what?
Silence, no explanation.
So
or
yeah,
anything.
here's the package. So if I did manage to get a hold of that blueprint thing, then I think this is where it would have showed up. Couldn't find anything written in Mr. Houdini's own hand, but I did find a letter addressed to Mr. Houdini from a close colleague and friend, and it seems to hint at what he did with his part of the ownership. So there's no concrete statement as to who he gave his half to, but it seems to hint at it.
They gave it to Nick Falcone.
Yeah. This is me calling the cops. Because just to tell them about evidence.
Don't show up anymore. I got this.
I got this, boys. I got this.
Good, we weren't sending anyone.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold.
We looked on our caller ID. You're the last
She
6
sure gets
callers.
connected to someone pretty damn
Persons,
quick.
Ramsay here.
Isn't there
Sergeant
usually a
Ramsay,
huge
what's
queue for
going
this kind
on?
of stuff?
I doubt it.
It's like 20 people?
Well,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
yeah.
Can you call the
I'm
police
very
station?
upset.
Yeah.
This is Nancy Drew.
Yeah, but
What do you mean
911?
there was
I guess
no-
not
They don't
911.
connect you straight to the police. They
You searched
I
in the
guess.
they
patient's
say like,
room under
what's
the
your
stage?
emergency, and then you have
Did
to go
Joseph
through
I
the
guess.
show you
fire
where it was?
ambulance or whatever.
Yeah.
Showed us all right. We searched the whole theater, but our efforts were totally inconclusive. Wherever your friend is, she's not in the theater.
She's in the theater. I know she is. The kidnapper
The more
wants
I say it, the
demolition
more they'll
stopped.
believe me.
So what better leverage than to hold her in the theater?
Actually, you might be interested to know that we've had about a half a dozen calls here since last night.
Good, so you could,
People are reporting
What the
seeing
hell?
Maya north of here.
what did I
And
say?
then there's ransom
I don't
call
know
came this
that.
morning from
I have
Ramsay.
no
It's
idea.
like,
You'll be glad to know we're following up on all these leads.
I don't believe it.
he's like, well, believe it. No,
Just
shut
so
up.
I
And
emphasize.
just hangs up.
As a police officer, I know how emotional attachment to a case can cloud your judgment. Take it from me. It's time for you to
He
let
just
this
ends
one go
his
and
sentence
leave the
so
case to the
abruptly.
He's really gonna look like an asshole when I solve this case
Sure,
when she's
Sergeant
in the
Ramsay.
theater.
Thanks for
I'm
the
recording
advice.
these calls for later when I prove you wrong.
Yeah. No, he's like, there's no way, absolutely no way she's in the theater. Let the professionals deal with it now. And then I proceed to find her 20 minutes later. He looks like an asshat.
Are you phoning the blueprint people again?
Yep, you better believe
Like
I
you know
am.
where the room
I
is.
gave it one last shot. At this point, like,
Like, what were you even trying to accomplish
I
through
don't
that?
know. That was the last time I called them, and then I was like, fuck it. I thought about phoning my friends, but I don't think I did. That was Georgie Bear. That name in Simone's wallet. I thought
God.
I'd give it a call just to try and be funny, but it was just a wrong number.
Oh, that sucks.
You can't call it.
That'd have
so-
been great.
and
Who is Georgie Bear?
That's we'd never find out. It's a name written in Simone's wallet. It's like
it's
date.
your friend George.
It's like date with Georgie Bear or something like that. So I thought I'd try and give him a call, but so Joseph is gone. But now that I have
the slide.
yeah. Well, no. Now I have the pencil. I can
Oh, make the key.
I can outline the key here and make it.
Then you can start the projector. Then you can use the projector. To
Yeah,
see the
and
thing.
we're getting really
There
close
was
to
a
the end.
key here.
That was not. I like how you did that with the mouse.
Yeah. So that's the pattern of the key that you need to do with the key machine in order to make...
Wasn't the pattern... The pattern was pressed into the thing.
Huh?
You could clearly see the outline before you did the... stroke.
Yeah, I guess, but it makes it much easier to see that way.
I guess.
It's just a thing. You could probably do it without it, but... This is when I tried to open it up with this. I have no idea why, and then I was like, okay, I gotta go make that key.
Oil it up. Nice. Nice.
I literally had no idea what I was doing here. Oh, right.
The heck was that?
I blew the bulb in it. That's why you need that new bulb.
Oh, terrific.
So, I just did that just because...
Just to blow the bulb.
Just to blow the bulb, because I knew it was going to happen.
Terrific. He fixed it.
He did. I'm just going to talk
Nancy,
to
you've
Nicholas
got to
one more
find out what's on
time.
that slide.
I'm working on it.
Joseph said the projector is falling apart and...
And
She's just making
We can't wait
excuses.
for Joseph. He's probably roaming around saying goodbye to each and every doorknob. I heard they're about to start clearing out the
The
building.
sad thing is
You've
he
got to
is.
hurry.
But the police are going to start clearing the building
That's
and...
what I just
I'll
said.
cover for you when the police come in. This is it, Nancy. Go!
go. And
Get
then
it done!
And then he just teleports out.
Yeah. Leaves without anyone seeing him.
Why people
So we
need them.
finally have use for this nickel that we found in the balcony.
Yes.
Could you imagine if someone hadn't found that yet and was just like stuck at this
Oh,
point?
crap.
Like, where the fuck is the quarter?
So
So what
punch
you
in the machine.
what you have to do here is you have to start with the pattern closest to the base of the key. Or no, actually it's the furthest away from the key, sorry. No, it's the base. What am I talking about? Yeah. It's the base. Like, when I first played this, I tried to go from the edge of the key, like the tip of it, to the base, and I kept messing it up, but that's not what you do. You have to go from the base to the tip, and it makes it properly. This is actually a pretty sweet-ass machine. I totally, like, try and do this if one of these existed.
It seems completely legit.
I know.
Like a bunch of hammers come out and just hit
Yeah,
the thing
and just hammer it. So there you go. I think you know it's a good key when there's stuff written on it. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, if you make it wrong, I don't think those letters are carved into it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one way to tell if you've made it good without running up the projector just to find out it doesn't fit.
Yeah, I would suck. Where'd you find the thing for it?
See, this is the blueprints of this room.
Oh.
So I think that's what you would get if you called the people. I think that's what they'd give to you instead of finding it in here. So you can do it either way, I guess. Oh shit, I think the cops caught me.
Well, if it isn't the SLPD's favorite nosy
They come
detective.
quick.
They do.
Right this way, Miss Drew.
Like, all you did
Still
was
get
put
a
in the light
front row
bulb
seat
and-
for the demolition.
Yeah, you gotta do kind of things in a specific order here.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
Pile of penis. It'll be nothing but a pile of dirt. And my ass. So yeah, you gotta go hide in the closet
Oh.
while they come in here and inspect. They do a real thorough
See anything
job
new?
of cleaning it out.
This is how they looked for
All clear in here,
Maya.
Sarge.
They walked into the door.
I was
No,
trying
that's it.
actually during that part. I was clicking on the doors of the closet
To burst out.
yeah, I thought it would be so hilarious if you could just kick open the doors and be like, "Guys, I'm right here."
Surprise.
I don't know why I did this. We just found that, so I focused on the popcorn.
It was necessary.
Yeah, just to have a good look at this
Oh, yeah.
smiling thing. Let's
Let's
go
go.
to the lobby.
What a scary thing.
And then this is the letter that they gave us. So you can have a look at that.
Long letter.
So it says, "Dear Harry, how's tricks? Not that I need to ask. I've seen the papers and I know you're dazzling the crowds wherever you go. I received your letter and I must say I'm very intrigued by your plans. This Thompson character sounds slippery indeed. If you want to disentangle yourself from him and you have the opportunity to do a good deed at the same time, I say bravo. What a windfall for a struggling young artist to inherit 50% ownership of the thriving theater like the Royal Palladium. But who is this mysterious beneficiary of yours? A magician, I assume? But where in the world did you come across a woman magician? I have never even heard of one. Is she talented? Once again, your generosity is unsuppressed. So he gave his half to a woman.
Something's missing here.
And that's all you know at this point.
I should switch the power off.
At this point, I tried to exit the room for some reason. I don't know why. And I get caught by the police again.
Well, if it isn't
They're just standing outside the door waiting for me, I guess.
You can still get a front row seat for the demolition.
They're like, hey, she's totally.
I literally have no idea why I decided to do that.
in a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
I just left. I guess maybe I thought I could run out there and tell Nicholas real quick, but I don't know. I guess the police already cleared the building, so it made no sense. I don't know. I was being stupid.
Wasn't Nick supposed to stall them?
Stall them a
See
bit,
anything,
yeah. Dino.
All clear in here, Sarge.
Stupid name.
Dino, you're a
Rick
terrible
Ramsay.
searcher. Then again, I wouldn't expect somebody to be hiding in a closet either.
So yeah.
Something's missing.
This is me just showing the letter again in case anybody missed it.
And this it might actually be important.
Well, I already read it, so yeah, once again, generosity is unsurpassed. We already said that he gave 50% of his to a woman, but we don't know which woman yet. I think it's pretty obvious who he gave it to at this point, but... And then these are blueprints here. Oh, right, the focus knob falls off.
Oh,
Just to cause that little bit of extra frustration. So, we found the voice-changing device in here, and we also found a recorder.
Testing.
So remember when Joseph played that over the intercom right before Maya went into the dressing room?
yeah.
It was pre-recorded. So at this point, it's pretty obvious who the kidnapper is.
What the?
So yeah, that just rolls
Are
out.
they hiding under there? Who would push that out?
I don't know. So then you put the focus knob back. And then you go look at the blueprints here.
Another secret passageway.
And it says there's another secret passageway in this room.
In this
To
room?
the attic, yeah.
There's an attic?
Yeah, you'll see in a sec.
I should switch the power off.
Of course you should.
So yeah.
Just blueprints for some secret passageway on the screen.
Yeah.
Hey, Nancy, I've been looking for you.
The fuck did
Oh,
you
yeah?
come from?
Is that right?
Joseph, I thought you left the theater.
He's like, no.
I've decided I need to get organized,
ghost.
Nancy. Tomorrow I'm really going to straighten up in here.
So he's gone pretty much insane at this point.
I'd say death by wrecking ball and or felony kidnapping charges rank higher on your list of problems than office clutter at the moment, Joseph.
I think a fresh coat of paint would really cheer things up, don't you?
Yeah, he is pretty insane, isn't he?
So yeah.
I know it's you, Joseph, but why? Were you trying to buy some time so the Historical Society could declare the theater a landmark or something?
He looks just so sad
Do
and
you think the
depressed
premiere
all
will
the
sell
time.
out?
It looks like he doesn't even know what's going
Snap
on.
out of it. Just tell me where Maya is.
Don't tell him she's here, Nancy. It'll take her away and knock down the theater.
They're gonna knock it down anyway. Please.
Just
we
trying
don't
to
have much
reason with them.
time.
Don't tell him, Nancy.
And he just locks
I'm
you in
locked
like an
in.
asshole. Okay, so secret passage, you gotta open it up and click that light switch. And then a ladder descends from the ceiling. This is where the glitch happens. You'll see... Oh, I guess it's not for a bit here. This is what that key that we found
Oh.
so long ago opens up, finally.
Jeez. Imagine if you forgot that. So many keys.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of stupid. Okay, so Dear Here I Am, the Festival of Mansions or something begins next week, and every show is sold out. Oh, the Festival of Illusions. If the public finds out that Houdini has ditched the theater and that I'm now in business with some anonymous woman artist, I'm liable to have a public mutiny on my hands. I have no idea how Houdini heard the name Louisa Falcone in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
But I'd like to wring the neck of the fellow who mentioned her. I've got Houdini's paperwork here, and I plan to sit on it until the festival is over. Houdini's on the road anyway. By the time he gets back, it'll be all settled. So, yeah, Louisa Falcone, by just some random coincidence, owns half the theater. So isn't
Excellent.
that wonderful? Everything worked out. This is just basically the thing. Saying that because J.J. Thompson was an asshole and never paid her for her work, Houdini sends over half of his ownership in the theater to Louisa Falcone.
Oh, there you go. She did
So-
get paid for it, technically.
Kind of. She never signed the will, though. Or this.
Oh.
She never signed it, as you'll see in a second here. It was just Harry Houdini and J.J. Thompson. So she never did sign it. Because J.J. Thompson hid these papers in the locker before she could.
Oh,
So
very cool.
But Thompson did agree to it, which is why she, I guess, owns it now.
Thompson, you dirty bastard.
So at this part, you basically just gotta keep trying to fit all those colored keys in here until you find the right one. I got lucky and found it on the second one.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that is lucky.
You could be sitting here for a while.
Is it always the same color?
No, this is what kills your time right here, is trying to get your way in the door. If you've noticed, there's this little thing in
Oh,
the
I
corner. So when all those pie pieces run out. So yeah, Maya's up here
took a while
now.
for what the
I'll
heck?
get you out of
She's
there.
hidden in like an ice
Even
chamber or
Hercules
something.
couldn't pull
It's
this
stupid.
off.
Mr. Freeze.
So now you just grab the sledgehammer and go to town on this thing.
Duck. Or don't. Just stand there
It's
and
like
look.
bulletproof glass, I guess.
This is
So
useless.
Nancy, grow a pair. Maya didn't even react to that.
no, she's like, well,
She sat there and stared at you, just trying to break in with a sledgehammer.
so you gotta light up the marquee
I've
here
got
to
let know
alert
we're
them.
Up here.
So this is where the glitch happened.
Ready to swing?
Not so fast, Detective.
3 minutes.
See, right before I was about to click on that question mark, that came up, and I was literally just stuck here until the time ran out. And it never happened to me before, so I was so confused.
Can you imagine if it didn't actually, if the game froze and you had to do like the whole thing over again?
Yeah, no, I was worried about that, like that it would just bug out like this, and yeah, I would have to record the whole thing over again, but it didn't, so.
God, that sucks.
So yeah, enjoy this. I might cut this, I don't know. Because I literally sit here for 10 minutes, because I was like, well, what the hell else am I going to do?
Can't let you do that
I
stuff.
couldn't even scroll through my items. This is me trying to like Control-Alt-Delete and start the game again to see if that would help it along, but it didn't.
You just had to sit there and wait.
So
it
yeah,
out.
I literally just sat there and wait. So you can see the death animation of the bulldozer coming through the wall and hitting you in the face, which is actually pretty funny. So it might have been worth it. I just like this idea of them having a stare off for like 10 minutes.
Oh no.
No
you
one
can't?
says anything. He just sits there with his arms folded, and she just stares right
She's like,
back.
I'm beat. There's nothing I
He's
can
like,
do.
okay, fine. If you want to go down, then I'm going down with you. And then
He's so insane.
never blinks. You sure he's alive and didn't just die? She could
could
probably
have
just
died.
like blow on him and he'd fall over.
Whoa.
Then he just tips and dies.
Doesn't blink, yeah, or anything. He might as well be dead.
God, those suspenders look really stupid.
There's nothing you can do. He's got you beat. He's outwitted
He's got
ya.
us beat at this point.
He's outwitted you.
We've come all this way, but when someone's standing in the way of the frickin'...
I didn't pick up an item for this.
Frick, why wouldn't she fist fight him? Like,
could
I know
probably beat him
she's a pretty, like, thin woman. Like, I imagine she's not very big. But when your friend and your life is on the line, I would be going freaking apeshit. She has a sledgehammer, for God's sakes. Just crack him in the face.
She's got 9
He's not
keys.
defending himself. He's not going to do anything. Like, just hit him with it. He'd go down, and you'd save everyone's life. But no, she's just going to stand here until the freaking bulldozer comes
The
through the
bulldozer
window.
will knock you down.
Like, it's not very realistic
How
in
does a
terms
bulldozer
of that
come
way.
through the wall? It's in an attic.
You'll see. The wrecking ball comes
Oh,
through.
okay.
You'll see in a sec. It's actually pretty great.
The suspense is killing
Yeah, I know. Just sitting here waiting. This is me outlining the boxes because I was bored.
10, 9, 8,
Everyone's just standing there completely calm, not taking shelter or anything.
5,
you. No response.
3, 2, 1.
Jesus.
He just takes it like a man.
Just doesn't even, yeah, doesn't even
Just
phase
stand.
it.
As there will-
Useless.
Cranks itself.
That's not Maya. It's a painting of Maya. It's another one of Joseph's
Not
traps.
so fast, Detective.
This is useless.
It's useless to click on Joseph.
Please let me past.
I can't let you do this, Nancy.
Can't let you do that stuff.
So you basically gotta keep talking to him until he shuts up.
We're going down in a blaze of glory.
Joseph, you
His
can
voice
go down
doesn't
in a
match
blaze
up.
of glory if you want, but Maya and I are not coming with you.
You've cracked your last case.
This is useless. Joseph, this is far from over. Now step
Like, just
aside.
crack him with
All
it.
over now.
She's trying to talk him out of it. Just freaking grab the sledge and hit him in the face.
I never meant for it to turn out this way.
Clearly he's being convinced.
Okay, so this is when you use the flash paper on his face. Just to be funny, I tried to spray him with the grease.
Makes sense.
Ah! My light!
And that's how you beat him.
And then he just
Instead
backs
of
away.
hitting him with the sledgehammer, you flash a light in his face and he gets out of the way.
Terrific.
What if they hadn't have worked? Would she have hit him then? Would have been a much easier way to solve
I
it.
still can hardly believe that Joseph,
it then?
sweet old
That's it,
Joseph,
yeah.
was Maya's kidnapper.
Joseph was
He
the
says he planned to
kidnapper.
kidnap
Look at
Ray
that
with
face.
The idea that Simone could use her Hollywood connections to save the theater.
I don't know.
But when Maya entered
I
the
kind of
dressing
like
room,
this
he
one
panicked
better
and
because
grabbed
he's not
her
like a
instead.
pure asshole.
Plan B
He's
was
just
to
like
stall the demolition
guy.
he's
of
just
the
a really like
Historical
sad
Society
kind
to
of,
declare the building
you
an
know,
official
like you
landmark.
can see why he
Because he's
did
been
it.
at the Royal
It was
Palladium
because
for
he was
so
there his
long,
entire
he just
life, you
couldn't imagine
know,
his
and
life without it.
he just couldn't stand to see his life without the theater. So I mean, like,
Look at that Armstrong.
like I like
Story.
that how there was more than one dimension to the culprit in this one. He wasn't just a straight prick who wanted like who just wanted to be a dick. He had a reason for doing it, and he was kind of a sympathetic character. So yeah, theater isn't getting bulldozed now anyway because
So he won.
Geezer goes gonzo. I also like how there was a reference to the next game there. I never caught that until now. It says something about a scarlet hand in the corner, which is what the next game deals with.
Such a happy ending for Simone, I'm afraid. She received an official reprimand from the National
Simone
Press
just
Corps
looks
for
really
stunt with her
upset.
wreath.
Simone, you piece of crap.
Still, knowing Simone,
She's like looking at
she'll
the
be back
paper,
at the top of her game in
something
no
really
time.
stupid,
So,
like-
here ends the
She's being
longest
sued.
3 days of my life. The premiere of Vanishing Destiny is
What?
back on.
What do you mean those
But I
flowers
think
were
this
$3.50?
detective is going to
I
wait
was
for
told
the
they were
come out
Just a
of the
$300.
bell,
intake.
yeah.
Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
So that was it. That's the end of the game. Got final thoughts on this one?
It wasn't bad.
I like it.
It was easy to navigate.
Like I said, I like how the culprit isn't just some complete prick. There's more than one dimension to him, you know, like he was a sympathetic character. You could sympathize with him and stuff instead of just yeah, like
It wasn't
hate
just
everything about him.
some random villain
Yeah.
with a motive.
Well, I guess number 2 you could kind of sympathize with Dwayne, but I mean like
No, that was he just hated the guy.
well, there was a good reason he hated the guy, is because he basically destroyed his career.
Still.
But I mean, like, yeah, you could sympathize with him a bit, but when he almost blew you up and was sending you threats and stuff like that, and, you know,
Just didn't make a
he
lot of
turned
sense.
into a dick throughout the game, whereas Joseph was kind of, like, nice and helped you out the entire time.
Yeah.
Everyone else other than that has just been kind of a prick. But yeah, I kind of like the atmosphere in this game, like old crumbling theater and stuff, and with lots of secret passageways, and, you know, I kind of like that. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
They did the testing.
Yeah.
Testing, that's how
Oh,
they tested.
you got to see the name of the person who did Bess's voice. It's something really weird.
Is it a guy?
No, it's a. I don't even know. It was
The guy
a,
who did Joseph and the Sergeant are the same person.
the guy who did Ned and Sherman Child. Punchy LaRue.
Punchy LaRue?
Like, that can't be her actual name, can it?
I really hope not.
Pitch
Is
Johnson.
that the one who does it in the other games too?
I don't know. Actually, like, it comes up in game 18.
That's random.
I found it kind of funny, because in game 18 you have to dance in front of an audience, and your stage name is Punchy LaRue. So I don't know if they put that in there as a reference to whoever did Bess's voice,
That's a really
or
weird,
like if it was just some random joke they had in the office, because it's a really weird name.
It is. Maybe they were like, it sounds like a dancer or something.
But yeah,
I don't know.
anyway, where would you place this one on your list of, I guess,
I have to
5
I have to
games?
think about the other 4 still.
It'd be second or third.
Second or third?
I think it's third behind the second one and the fourth one? Third. I don't even know which one's now better between the third and the fourth one.
For me, I think Haunted Mansion I like the best of the original 5. This would come second.
That's third, right?
Yeah, number 3 is Haunted
Yeah,
Mansion.
I'm going 3, then 2, then 5.
Okay. You change your mind a lot.
No, okay, sorry. No, yeah, let's go 3, then 2, then 5.
Yeah.
Then 4, then 1.
For me, it would go 3, this one, 4, 2, and then 1, probably.
I wasn't overly fond of 4. But I'd
4,
still put it
yeah,
ahead of
4
1
was
just
kind
'cause
of boring. It had some pacing issues.
1, it's still ahead of 1.
3
though,
I
just
liked because
of-
it had the best backstory, and this one would probably be second because... This marks the end of the original 5, though. After this, you're going to see a major update to the characters and the inventory system. Like in the next game,
They had a pencil tester.
did they?
I'm just saying.
Jacob Meyer, some of these Bada Bing, Bada Boom productions.
These are questionable. I think I just stopped caring.
Pretty much. But yeah, no, the next game introduces the journal, so you don't have to remember everything anymore. And the Hardy Boys also come in the 6th game.
What?
They're callable characters, and they're like the funniest characters in the entire series.
Really?
They're just great. Oh yeah, like Joe is just great. He's awesome.
There's
Whoever
Joe and
voiced him.
Fred.
Joe and Frank.
Frank, yeah.
But yeah, Joe is just awesome. And yeah,
Strange.
it number 6, it hasn't reached like modern levels yet, like where it's at now, but it's still a huge
getting
step
there.
up from number 5. Like I said, I'd place 1 to 5 together, 6 to 9 together, 10 to 15 together, and then 16 onward are the modern games. But there isn't really a huge gap between like 10 and 9, as like there is in this game between 5 and 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, these ones animation was pretty old.
Yeah, and then that's where I cut it, so.
Yeah, that was pretty good timing.
So yeah, we finished the original 5, and I guess we'll see you guys next time.